don't stop what you're doing, keep it going, and don't ever give up, because there's a lot of rejection in the industry, and it's kind of hard to deal with sometimes. There's a lot of no's, and you'll put your full effort and super hard work into something, and then it won't work out the way you thought it would, which is totally fine. And so what I would say is just keep going, keep moving forward.
Hey everybody, what's up? We're here in a brand new interview. I am so excited. Once again, my apologies in advance. I always say this when I'm doing interviews in English. I am not a native speaker, but I'll do my best. I'm here with a great actor, a great singer. I had the chance to see him acting this past weekend in a theater play, and it was awesome. And I'm sure he has a lot of good recommendations for you all. Ladies and gentlemen, Dakota Lotus, how are you, man?
Hey man, I'm great. How are you?
I'm so excited to talk to you.
Thank you. I'm excited to talk to you too.
Well, tell us about this play, Pippin, because you got to play this main role, and it was awesome, man.
I wanted magic show and miracles, mirages to touch. I wanted such a little thing from life.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it was great. It was kind of my return to the Adderley School for Pippin. We got to work with some amazing people. Janet Adderley, who is the founder and head of the Adderley School, and Sabrina Harper, who actually worked on Pippin on tour for Broadway. So that was super awesome. She had a lot of knowledge for the show, and it was just a great experience. It really came to life when the show happened. It was, everything was just worked out perfectly, and it was amazing. I had so much fun. The cast and the crew was amazing to work with. So it was a great experience.
And they are all so professional. I was really surprised by their quality. The whole cast is awesome. The whole show was impressive. And the theater is beautiful as well.
Yeah. Theatricum Botanicum is, it was a great theater to work in. And kind of touching on the topic of the cast and everything, it's great to see all these young professionals coming in and working, because, they're just starting off, and to be that professional and that kind of grounded in their work is amazing. So everyone that worked on this show was amazing, and it was great.
And the character itself, Pippin, is very complicated. It's very interesting. You get to sing one of the most famous songs on Broadway, Extraordinary. How was your experience playing this role?
It was amazing. I actually have a funny story about it. So when I was younger, I think about like 8 or 9 years old, I played this role, and I played it through the Adderley School as well. And so coming back to it, I've grown so much, and the character kind of fits more just because he's older and he's kind of going through life, trying to find something completely fulfilling. And it was just a great experience playing this role. I had so much fun. He's really awesome to play. Yeah, it was awesome. And all the songs are great too. I had so much fun singing them, because I love singing. So it was a great opportunity to play this.
And it's not the same like listening to your songs that I recorded to listen to you live. It was a very good experience. I got a really big surprise with your voice. You have a great voice, man.
I wanted so much. I never came close, my love. We nearly came near. It never was there.
Thank you so much, man. Yeah, I feel like I'm very at home when I'm performing live, because I've just been, that was where I started. So I love performing live. I love recording music too, but I don't know. There's something special about performing live that just sticks with me always, and I'll always love it.
And you said it was your comeback to the Adderley School.
Yeah. So I haven't been through the Adderley School since probably I was like 12 years old. And so I came back and we put the show together. It was super great. It was awesome. So, but I've been doing Adderley since I was 5 years old, I believe. So I've been doing it for a very long time. So it's been, part of my life, a big part of my life. And the Adderley Schools kind of raised me through musical theater. So it was pretty awesome.
And I also heard that you grew up in the Cirque.
Yeah, yeah,
How was like growing up with the circus? It should have been
yeah.
something crazy.
Yeah, for sure. It was definitely an experience. My mother is actually a Cirque du Soleil performer, an artist, and she's been doing it for like basically her whole life. She's been doing it for a very long time. So it's kind of been very intertwined with my life, and I kind of grew up in the Cirque at the young. I was like 6 months probably when I started like traveling with my mom. So, I was very young, so kind of being brought up in this performing world, and just I like to think of Cirque du Soleil as kind of acting in the air, because what they're doing in the air is kind of like they're putting on a show as well. So it's a different type of performing, but it's definitely it's inspired me to be the artist that I am today. And working with them on Pippin as well, there was a lot of Cirque du Soleil. There was it was Le Petit Cirque who came in, and it's all these young circus performers. It was super awesome. So that was cool. It was definitely they're all part of the family. It was super awesome.
Do you remember when did you decide exactly you wanted to become an actor and a singer?
Yeah. So it was kind of split. So when I first started singing, I think I started singing when I was like 2 years old. I was definitely making noise. I was definitely humming to some kind of song, and then it kind of started growing and growing. And then I went into the Adderley School when I was 5 years old, and then from that day on, I kind of just kept it going, and it's been a part of my life. It's been a passion of mine since I was super young. And then acting, as far as acting goes professionally, I recently I started going on auditions and pursuing acting and auditions when I was 12 years old. And I think that working on Coop Cami, so my Disney show that I shot for Disney Channel, I went on auditions when I was 12 years old, and that was the first few audition that I had. And so it was a long audition process. It was like 10 months for Coop Cami, and
Wow.
it was a long time that I was auditioning and really just trying to get the role down. And then when I heard that the news that I booked the role, I was like, over the moon. It was super awesome. So we started filming the pilot, the first episode, and then we kept going, and it's been on for 2 seasons now. It's unfortunately it's not going anymore, but it's all on Disney Plus, and you can still stream it and stuff. But it was a great experience.
I am not putting this thing on.
Not without my drill, you're not.
Look, I'm actually gonna stay in the group and help out Charlotte. It's kind of fun.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
How did you notice that you booked the role? I mean, you got the call, or how was it?
Yeah. So I, after the auditions and all that, it was like near the last audition. I walked out, and then I went back home, and the next day I went to school. And getting picked up from school, my mom kind of played like a little joke on me. She knew before I did, and she wanted to kind of give me the news. And so she played this prank on me, and it was very, very funny. So she said, "Hey, Dakota, I got to tell you something." And I was like, "What, am I in trouble or something?" And she said, "You did something." And I was like, "What did I do?" And she said, "You did something big." And I was like, I thought I was in trouble. I was like, "Oh no, this is bad." And she was like, "You booked Cooper." And I was like, "What?" And I was just like, didn't even know what to do. I was like in shock. I was in total shock. And, then, we kind of got in touch with the producers and everyone, and we started filming. And so, yeah, it was awesome.
And tell us about this project, because I know it has a lot of fans worldwide. The project is very cool. I was yesterday at night, I was watching it on Disney Plus, and it's very cool. I mean, it's different from what we've seen in Disney Channel. And that's the thing that I find the most interesting.
Awesome. Count me in.
All right, Coop. There's the enthusiasm I've been wanting to see.
What? Oh, my bad. Charlotte was asking if we should coordinate outfits.
You're video chatting right now?
For sure. Yeah, it's definitely different. It brings in that like social media aspect in because it's very, very relative to what's going on in our day and age today. Because social media is big in the world right now, and it's huge. It's made a big impact in the world, and so what the show is kind of doing there is we have this live stream, and we put on these scenarios, kind of like would you rather scenarios, for our fans, and then we kind of go along and do whatever they kind of tell us, and it's very like audience interactive with the audience, and it's super cool. It was really awesome to work on, and it was great. I had a super fun time, and yeah.
Do you watch the show? I mean, do you like watching yourself on TV?
Yeah. So when it was first starting to come out, I was watching myself, and it was like super weird because I've never seen myself on TV before. It was my first real like TV, kind of big break on TV. You know what I mean? So it was a crazy experience, and I was looking at myself, and there'd be times where I'm like, I could have done that better, but it was super fun. It was great, and yeah, and I would kind of watch with my friends sometimes too, share the work that I've done, and it was super cool to kind of see the hard work that I put in pay off, and see the audience reaction to it, because it's crazy to see like a lot of people around the world love this show, so it's pretty awesome.
And I'm sure, I mean, that is a dream come true, man. It's the dream of many people. It's in their bucket list. I mean, a Disney Channel show, that's impressive.
Yeah. No, I definitely practiced my little wand ID when I was a kid, and be like, hey, I'm Dakota, with a pen and stuff in my room. Like I was definitely manifesting.
Hey, I'm Dakota Lotus. You're watching Disney Channel. Wand drop.
So I definitely it was a dream come true for sure. And kind of touching on the little wand ID, that was crazy, because that's kind of like the moment that you really know that like this is like Disney, like you're like on Disney, which is crazy because everyone does that little like Mickey Mouse outline with the wand and stuff, and super cool. So yeah, it was a great experience.
The before and after in your career.
Yeah. And then what I'm working on now and stuff, it's like we're still going, and I'm hoping to just keep going forward in my career, and keep moving. So yeah.
Hey, you two, listen up. I'm deciding on my own what I'm gonna do.
You're gonna go sing with Charlotte.
I'm gonna go sing with Charlotte. Sorry I had to put my foot down like that, but I'm my own man, and I will not be bossed around.
So take off the jetpack, we gotta go.
Yes, ma'am.
And yes, aside acting, you are also a singer. You've released some music actually.
I may be small, but I've got something big to say. I look around and I can't accept things this way.
Yeah. So the last single I believe that I released was All In For Love. And that was a while ago. From that to now, I've been writing so much. Like I have about like 13 or 14 songs ready to go, and I'm kind of in that process of finding someone to help me kind of put it out there and create it and make it more than it is, because right now I'm like on my guitar and stuff and kind of producing a little bit on my own, but I need someone to kind of take me that extra step so I can kind of release the music. And yeah, I'm super excited though. I have a lot of music in the works right now, and a lot that's ready to be released, and it's definitely I'm hoping that I'll have a few songs released this year, so some new stuff.
And
excited.
This song that you mentioned, All In For Love, is so catchy, man.
Thank you.
I mean, I listened to it once, and then it was stuck in my head the whole afternoon. It's really
oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, I had a lot of fun writing that one and working on that one. We did a music video for that one too, which was super fun. It was something kind of different. It was like dancey kind of vibe. So it was super awesome. But yeah, I'm super excited. All this new music that's coming out, I'm just getting so excited and so hyped about it. So I'm excited to release some stuff.
Of course.
Yeah.
And
hopefully an EP. Yeah.
Is the EP coming this year?
I hope so. I'm trying to work it out. Maybe some singles first, but I definitely have enough songs for an EP. So we'll hopefully.
Okay, let's wait and see.
Yeah, for sure.
And one of the reasons I wanted to talk to you, besides your career as an actor, as a singer, is because when I was looking for your information, I heard that you love to support people in different ways.
For sure.
And that is awesome. You have this
100%.
song that you collaborated on, Choose to Stay, which talks about the prevention of suicide. I think it's a very important topic to discuss, and I think it's
100%.
really admirable that people of our generation speak about this. Tell us about this.
If you're screaming, I will hear you're not alone. No. Go ahead and let them talk.
Yeah, Choose to Stay was great. There was 3 young artists, including myself. So Ben Olsen and Sophie Pecora worked on that song with me. And Ben Olsen, who's this amazing young songwriter and producer, he came to me with the idea. I met him through just kind of social media, and he had been wanting to we've been wanting to collaborate for a while. And so being able to work on this song was an amazing experience, and it was awesome. I really feel that as a young artist, I have this platform to kind of talk about the problems that we face in our world today. And there's a lot going on, as far as climate change is a big one. Suicide prevention was what we talked about on this, and also bullying. How can we end bullying? That's a huge one, because bullying has so many different forms of bullying, like cyberbullying and physical bullying, mental, there's so much to talk about with that specific topic. But being able to talk about these topics and being open about them, and being able to share it on my platform and stuff really means a lot to me. And so I try and help this, try and make an impact in the world as much as I can, because I'm so young. So I have a voice for sure.
And speaking of bullying, you have this other song that it's also collaboration, Dear Mr. Bully.
This is my life. I hear what you're saying, and when I go home, I am praying. I want this to stop.
Yeah, Dear Mr. Bully. Yeah, so I worked on that one. Maxwell Simpkins, who's an amazing actor, singer, or rapper. I mean, he raps, and he's an amazing actor as well. We got to perform that one, or work on that one together, and that was in the makes for a while. Actually, I met him. He was doing Bizarrevark on Disney Channel, and we were kind of crossing paths together because I was doing my show and he was doing his show, and so we would meet in certain Disney events and stuff. And we got together, and he was like, "Hey, I see your stuff that you're making, and you're an artist, and I would love to collaborate." And I was like, "Yeah, dude." And he brought up the idea that he brought up that he raps, and I was like, "What? That's so cool!" You know what I mean? There's not many kid rappers that I meet that are as good as him. He's really great. So I got to work with him on this song, and we also got to spread the message about ending bullying and talking about it, and really just kind of standing up to it. So. Yeah,
I was reading the comments on the videos of these 2 songs, and I read some comments saying you saved a life, and that's awesome. I think that's what artists should do.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest part of why I do why I do what I do, I guess, and release music and stuff like that. I feel like getting this positive feedback on the music, and hearing that it actually saves someone's life, means so much to me, because every life matters in the world, and I believe that no matter who you are, no matter how different you are, whatever, I feel like you matter for sure. So it was super cool to see that positive reaction to the music that I'm putting out there, and I can't wait to see what people think about my music that I'm going to be releasing. I'm excited to see. I am
so excited to see that too.
Yeah, super excited. But yeah. As far as other work, there's I got this feature film that I'm working on right now. Hopefully to get out there. I haven't shot it yet, but we're hoping that we're getting on it. So I'm excited for that. There's some work that I'm working on. So
you're working on a lot of things, man.
Yeah, I'm excited. I love to be busy.
That's awesome. I mean, that's what all people should do.
Yeah. For sure.
And I also read that you had the chance to sing with people like Katy Perry, like Andrea Bocelli.
Yeah.
How was it, man?
That was awesome. So Andrea Bocelli was amazing to work with. He's obviously an Italian artist. He sings in Italian. He's Italian, obviously. But working with him and being able to speak a different language was like super cool because, you know, I was singing in a different language. You know, anybody could like learn the language and speak it, but to sing it, I feel like music is kind of this universal language that kind of speaks to anyone, no matter what language you speak. You know, a melody speaks a lot. So hearing that and being able to kind of speak in a different language and sing while speaking it, it was super awesome. And working with him, he's amazing. It was a great experience. And then, you know, Katy Perry, we worked with in the Santa Barbara Bowl. And that was an amazing experience as well. She's awesome. She's just amazing and super cool. Yeah, I was had a blast. And also I worked with Kenny Loggins on kind of recreating the music of Footloose, which he worked heavily on. And so doing that was awesome. I got to play actually Ren, who is a character in Footloose, the main character. And, you know, being able to do that was awesome. And working with him, he's a great mentor and just has a lot of wisdom to share and a lot of wise words. So it was great. It was super cool. And all these people just inspired me so much. So, yeah.
And this channel is pretty much about inspiration, finding inspiration in the people who are already working in the industry. So I would like to ask, who would you say, who's your inspiration? Like artists, like singers, actors, who's your biggest inspiration?
Oh man, I actually have a lot.
Okay.
Ever since I was little, I think Elvis Presley has been a huge inspiration to me. Just because I love his music. And you know, my grandma actually was the one who introduced me to his music. And he's obviously huge. He's a huge artist. Obviously he's not with us anymore, but you know, his music had a great impact on the world. And I just love his style. Super great. So he's been a big inspiration. Actors, I feel like, you know, I love Leonardo DiCaprio. I love Brad Pitt. He's awesome. I mean, those are huge names.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, I just love kind of watching new stuff. I also love Ryan Reynolds. He's got some new stuff that's coming out as well. I think he just worked on this movie called like The Addams Project or something, and that was super awesome. He's just killing it in the industry. So, but he's a big inspiration as well. Yeah, I just, you know, I get inspired through everything I see. And I feel like even with music, kind of writing and storytelling is a big part of music. And I write all my own music now. And so the inspiration I can take from certain things, like if it's like a movie or something, I'll kind of create like this story based on like an idea that I have or something. And super cool. So inspiration through stuff like that is also inspires my music. So super cool.
Okay, that's awesome. And in terms of your artistic work, what would you say is your biggest dream?
My biggest dream? Well, I would love to shoot just like a movie for maybe like Netflix or something. That would be awesome. That's a big dream of mine. I also would love to go on tour. That is a huge dream of mine. I'm just, you know, I love music and I love creating music. And so being able to kind of travel with it and express it through to all different types of states or even countries, you know, going global, you never know. That would be a big dream of mine. So that's always been a dream. And I always love the idea of sleeping in a van, a tour bus. That sounds awesome.
Really? Okay.
It's always been a dream of mine. Just traveling is awesome to me. So yeah.
Okay. So if you ever go on tour and you come to Mexico, I should take you for tacos.
Oh, awesome. I'm glad. Thank you so much.
Man, you're awesome. Finally, there are a lot of people who want to become actors, who want to become singers. That's what I was telling you before starting. So what is your advice or your recommendation for those people who want to do what you do now?
Yeah. Well, if you're a young artist, like myself, I feel like the biggest piece of advice I could give you is just don't stop what you're doing, keep it going, and don't ever give up, because there's a lot of rejection in the industry, and it's kind of hard to deal with sometimes. You know, there's a lot of no's, and you'll put your full effort and super hard work into something, and then, you know, it won't work out the way you thought it would, which is totally fine. And so what I would say is just keep going, keep moving forward, and keep tracing your dreams. That's the biggest advice I could give you. So yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, man.
Yeah,
It was great
thank you
talking
so
to
much,
you.
man.
You are so talented. You are awesome. It was a great
Thank you
pleasure
so
to
much.
see you on stage, and I hope to see you in a lot of
Thank you.
parades.
Yeah, it was great to talk to you too, and an honor to meet you. Thank you so much.
And where can we follow you on social media?
Yeah, so my Instagram handle is just my full name, so Dakota Lotus, and then my let's see, I have a YouTube channel, Dakota Lotus. I don't post super regularly, but you can also follow me on there, and I also have TikTok, which is kind of big right now. That's my name as well, Dakota Lotus, and yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. Well, thank
Cool.
you so much, and go follow me, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Instagram, Carlos Agaon Ruiz, Twitter and TikTok, Sagaon Carlos. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next week with another interview. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.